Hello, welcome to The Update. I'm Emma Duxbury. A service will be held at the Vatican in the coming days to farewell Cardinal George Pell, who has died from surgery complications at the age of 81. His body will then be repatriated to Sydney for a service at St Mary's Cathedral. Pell was Australia's highest-ranking Catholic Church official, having served as Archbishop of Melbourne and Sydney before becoming an advisor to Pope Francis. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese paying tribute today.
This will come as a shock to many. This was a hip operation, and the consequences of it, unfortunately, have been that Cardinal Pell has lost his life.
There have been mixed reactions to the Cardinal's passing. Australian Baptist Minister Tim Costello says Pell wasn't without fault.
I am one who thinks that his loyalty to the institution made beginning efforts like the recently deceased Pope Benedict did to address child abuse, but they weren't enough, and they weren't robust enough, and that's disappointing.
Inflation has hit a 30-year high thanks to the rising cost of housing, groceries and petrol. It's risen by 7.3% in the year to November. Some economists believe it could force the Reserve Bank to lift interest rates again next month. The floods that ravaged Australia's east coast in February last year were the fourth most costly global disaster of 2022. A report shows the bill at almost $10 billion, while the largest disaster of the year, Florida's Hurricane Ian, cost $145 billion in damages. And Nestlé is trialling paper packaging for Kit Kat bars in some states as it investigates ways to use less plastic. In sports, selectors have decided on a strong spin bowling lineup for Australia's upcoming Test series against India, with Todd Murphy and Mitchell Swepson joining the squad that dominated the summer. Mitch Starc and Cam Green have also been named, despite doubts over their availability due to injuries. And John Millman has been knocked out of the Adelaide International 2, losing his second-round match in straight sets. In entertainment news, Cate Blanchett was the only Australian to take home a Golden Globe at this year's awards. She won Best Actress for her role in the movie Tar. Steven Spielberg won Best Director for The Fabelmans. White Lotus took out Best Limited Series, with star Jennifer Coolidge winning the gong for her role in the popular show. The ceremony itself returned after a year of laying low following accusations of a lack of diversity. Host Jared Carmichael not afraid to tackle the issue.
1 minute you're making mint tea at home. The next, you're invited to be the black face of an embattled white organization. Life really comes at you fast, you know?
And in the fashion stakes, Margot Robbie stunned on the red carpet in a glittery pastel pink gown with minimal makeup and her long hair in loose waves. That's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team, but we'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update.